Hello everyone, this is the third part of functions, and today we are going to do inverse function. So if you still remember that function is a relationship that maps the domain to the codomain, and in this case the domain will be the x, mapping on the codomain will be the y. So inverse function simply means that right now you would like to find a function that could represent the mapping of the codomain to the domain. That means the opposite of the original function. So this name that we give to the opposite is called the inverse function, and the symbol that we use is f inverse x. So remember, this is the symbol that we use to represent inverse function. Alright, we're going to start with the easiest function here, fx equals to 3x minus 4. So we want to find the inverse function, which is what is f inverse, or f to the power negative 1x. The first step, we will let 3x minus 4 equals to y. And we're going to make x as the subject formula. That means to say we're going to keep x on the left side and moving everything else to the right side. So you're going to have 3x equals to y plus 4, and then x will be equals to y plus 4 over 3. And last but not least, your f inverse will be equals to x plus 4 over 3. So whatever that you have here is actually your inverse, but changing this back into x. Alright, let's try another example. Here we have gx equals to 3x squared minus 1. So we want the inverse of g. What is the first step? The first step says that let 3x squared minus 1 equals to y. You don't have to necessarily use y. You can actually use m or a or b, any alphabet that you like. Alright, it's just that I'm so used to using x and y. I think it's just a norm in mathematics perhaps. So yeah, I'm just following the norm at times. So keeping the x as the subject formula, moving everything else to one side, you're gonna have this one, and then moving your x over and square root. Therefore, your g inverse x will be equals to x plus 1 and square root of the entire expression. Alright, let's look at another example. Example 3, a little bit more difficult because it contains fractions, but don't fret. We're just going to follow the same steps, and some of the steps include the things that you have learned in the previous lessons in linear equations, subject formula, so don't worry. Okay, so the first step is to actually let x minus 2, x plus 6 equals to y, and then making your x in the subject formula. But if you can remember, this is actually something that you can simplify using cross multiply. So we're going to do cross multiply here. So x minus 2 equals to y multiply. So expanding the bracket will give you this. And because you actually have x in both sides of the equation, so you need to move all the x's to one side, and that will give you x minus xy. Moving the 2 over will give you 2 plus 6y, and you need to actually factorize out the x because it appears in both sides. And one more last step, what you do not want to the other side of the equation. and that gives you this one here. Therefore the inverse of f will be 2 plus 6x divided by 1 minus x. And there you go, another short video on inverse function, and that wraps up the entire function unit. Hope you have actually mastered function, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.